The lost colony of Roanoke, I think archaeologists have solved it through pottery, of all things. So here's the deal. Archaeologists were doing a routine survey in North Carolina's Ball Ground Plantation when they unearthed shards of border-ware pottery. This made the archaeologists do a double take because border-ware pottery isn't just any kind of pottery. It's a very distinct 16th century medieval English earthenware. While this pottery was as common as paper plates in England, finding this pottery in America was like discovering a historical timestamp. It's first of all super rare and only found in the earliest colonial sites before 1650. That is really important. Then the question became, what is border-ware pottery doing in North Carolina? It appeared that they had stumbled upon a previously unknown English colony. But here's where it gets exciting. This dig site, known as 31BR246, was just 100 miles away from the lost colony of Roanoke, where 115 English settlers vanished without a trace in 1590, leaving behind only the cryptic word Croatoan carved into a fence. If you don't know the story of the lost Roanoke colony, here's a very quick recap. It starts with the English explorer Sir Walter Raleigh, who, I'm not gonna lie, is definitely serving looks in this portrait. He was a favorite in Queen Elizabeth I's court and secured an exclusive charter in 1584 to establish England's first permanent colony in the New World. A second attempt was made in 1587, and this is the Roanoke colony. This group was smaller but more diverse, including John White, a very talented artist and mapmaker who was commissioned to draw maps of the New World territories, who is now a governor of the new colony to be named the city of Raleigh. In this group, there was also women and children, among them John White's daughter, Eleanor, and her husband, Ananias Dare. Just 1 month after arriving on August 18th, Eleanor gives birth to her daughter, Virginia Dare, the first English child to be born on American soil. But that same issue of dwindling supplies forced White to return back to England for more resources. The problem was White could not return immediately. Spain and England were in a war, and he could not secure a ship until 3 years later. When he finally returned on August 18, 1590, his granddaughter's 3rd birthday, he faced a grim scene. Everyone was gone, there was no supplies, it was like they vanished out of thin air. All that was left was this mysterious word Croatoan carved into the wood. White would never find his family or any of the Roanoke colonists. Okay, fast forward to now. The borderware discovery led researchers to take a closer look at John White's maps, and one map in particular, La Virginie Par, became especially intriguing. So this is the map. Let me get you situated. Roanoke colony is right here. We're gonna zoom in. Okay, so this is Roanoke Island. You can see the name Roanoke. Here's Croton Island here. So if you go just inland of Roanoke, there is a place called Chawanoke, where the Roanoke River and the Chawanoke River meet. And in this area is the faintest outline of a piece of paper that seems to be patching over a mistake or repair. So what was this patch covering underneath the original surface? So the British Museum, who has this map, worked with the First Colony Foundation, the FCF, to examine the map for any details that can't be seen with the naked eye. And sure enough, when they examined the map with a light box, they saw this. The patch was covering up a symbol for a fort. What you're looking at is likely the original intended site for the city of Raleigh, the first English colony of the New World. But that is not even what is most exciting. The location of this fort matched up nearly perfectly with the 31BR246 site, aka where the archaeologists found the border-ware pottery. Immediately, the FCF changed the 31BR246 to Site X, the location of where the lost Roanoke colony possibly migrated to. They then spent the next 4 years investigating and excavating the site. Unfortunately, no evidence of a fort turned up, but they did find Elizabethan-era artifacts. Among the artifacts were more borderware, the metal tip of the end of someone's shoelace, and one tenterhook. Other key artifacts included Venetian white glass trade beads, a stunning necklace the FCF experts believe was likely given as a gift to a Roanoke noble, and a bale seal to secure bags of grain, etc. The evidence suggests that not the entire colony, but a portion of the colony, possibly even a family, fled inland to Site X in search of food and safety. While we still don't know what happened to the other settlers or the meaning behind the word Croatoan, we finally have evidence of where at least some of the settlers went. But questions still remain. Did the colonists split up, with some going to Site X while others went elsewhere? Did they simply abandon the settlement when resources ran out? And did they possibly dismantle the structures, take what they could to rebuild elsewhere? And what about Virginia Dare? Did America's first English child survive? Actually, on that we might have an answer. Have you ever heard of the Dare Stones? Follow me for more of the Stranger Science series, and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for a very special Stranger Science episode at the end of the month on Amelia Earhart.